In the prestigious halls of St. Jude's Academy, there are two names that should never have crossed paths. Lucy, the girl who owned the light, and Ainz, the boy who lived in the shadows. To the rest of the world, Lucy was the gold standard, perfect grades, perfect hair, and a sharp tongue that could cut glass. She was the class president, the golden girl, who viewed everyone else as a mere distraction from her path to the top. Ainz, on the other hand, was a ghost, a transfer student who arrived with a wrinkled uniform and a gaze that always seemed to be somewhere else. People called him unremarkable, they called him slow. But Ainz had a secret. He wasn't slow, he was just waiting. Ainz's first day didn't start with a plan, it started with a scream. He woke up at 7:30, realizing he was already dead to the world of punctuality. He scrambled out of bed, his room a mess of half-finished drawings and empty soda cans, and sprinted toward the school. By the time he hit the gates, he was out of breath and completely lost. He muttered to himself, "What section am I? 4B? 2A?" He felt like a genius at home, but a total idiot in public. That was when he spotted her. Lucy was standing by the fountain, checking her tablet with military precision. Ainz tapped her on the shoulder, nervously asking for directions. Lucy didn't even look up at first. She simply noted that he was late. Exactly 3 minutes and 12 seconds to be exact. When she finally looked at him, her gaze was sharp, identifying him as the human disaster the principal had mentioned. She told him to follow her, her voice dripping with the cold, professional efficiency of someone who didn't like being behind schedule. As they entered Class A, the teacher, Mr. Harrison, gestured for Ainz to take a seat in the back corner, right next to Lucy. It was her worst nightmare. For the next hour, Lucy tried to focus on the lecture, but Ainz made it impossible. He didn't speak a word, but his pencil scratching against his sketchbook was a rhythmic, irritating war drum. Eventually, Lucy couldn't take it. She leaned over and whispered sharply, asking him to be careful because his noises were distracting her. She made it clear that some people actually cared about their future. Ainz didn't even flinch. He just looked at her blankly and asked, "Huh? Did you say something, President?" Lucy's eye twitched. She had spent years being the center of attention, and this shadow was treating her like she didn't exist. Furious, Lucy decided to break his focus. She crumpled a piece of paper into a tight ball and flicked it with the precision of a sniper. It hit Ainz right in his messy hair. When he picked it up, looking completely clueless, he asked her if it was her paper ball. Lucy gave him a fake, poisonous smile, apologizing and claiming it had just slipped out of her hand. But internally, she was laughing. She thought to herself that he deserved it. For the rest of the day, Lucy was a nightmare. She kicked his chair, she hid his eraser, and she even accidentally tripped him in the hallway. Ainz laughed it off every time, acting like the perfect clumsy fool. But beneath that vacant smile, he was observing the school's digital security grid, mapping out every camera and every server. Lucy thought she was playing with a toy. She had no idea she was playing with fire. The final bell rang, and as Ainz rushed to leave, his sketchbook hit the floor. Lucy reached down to grab it, ready to mock whatever doodles a dumb boy like him would have. But as she opened the book, her heart stopped. There were no drawings of cartoons. Instead, the pages were filled with complex, hyper-realistic blueprints of the school's mainframe and advanced physics equations that were way beyond high school level. She stood there, breathless, asking him what it was. Ainz snatched the book away, but his voice was no longer lazy. It was deep, cold, and calculating. He told her it was just a hobby, but then he added a warning. She should be more careful with those paper balls, as she almost hit an expensive piece of equipment in his bag. He walked out, leaving Lucy in the empty classroom. For the first time in her life, she felt like she wasn't the smartest person in the room. She realized she didn't hate him because he was dumb. She hated him because he was the only one who could see right through her.